Hi, Irina here. I enhance women on the outside to ignite the inside and help them achieve their dreams and goals. Today, frustration. Okay, well, let's just put it this way. I am frustrated today. Yeah, I am frustrated. What do you do when you're frustrated? I put out a lot of content. I edited a lot of content. I have talked to my team and things are just not going the way I want. And I'm not getting the responses I want. When we run a business, often things just don't go our way. And today was one of those days, well, actually this whole week, where things went wrong and went wrong and went wrong. So what do? Well, the easy way is to sit on the couch and watch TV and eat potato chips, but we're not going to do that because we are high achievers and we actually have a mission. I want to make an impact. I did whatever I could do. What could I control? Well, I could control talking about what I felt, creating content on how I felt, and talking about frustration to my clients and to my team, educate my team and my clients on how I felt. When everything is going wrong, step one, take some kind of action. Whatever action is in your path, go ahead and take it, because what I really want to do is just sit and hide. And when you get into that sit and hide mode, instead of sitting and hiding, keep taking action, because action usually leads to some kind of inspiration. The second thing is be around people. Don't be alone. When we are frustrated and things do not go our way, or we start doubting ourselves, like this week was, our gut instinct is just to unplug. Unplug from people, quit taking calls, block off people, and certainly ones that want us to grow and want us to do better. When I help women business owners, I know immediately when things are going wrong because they don't want to communicate with me. They don't want to communicate with anyone that's going to be encouraging or build them up. They kind of want to wallow in whatever went wrong or their self-doubt. I remember one client that I had that was super responsive, always happy, always connecting, and all of a sudden she quit taking my calls, and I knew immediately something was wrong. When I finally talked to her, she said, listen, my family doesn't support me. I don't know if I can continue this business. I said, listen, you're doing this for your kids and your kids' future. Every time we see a confident kid, they had a confident parent that modeled that behavior so the kid could learn how to be confident. I want you to know, and this is what I told my client, even if your family doesn't support you, even if the key people in your life do not believe in you, you can still succeed. I was still able to build a business and be very successful at it, even if everyone did not get what I was doing. And people were still questioning, are you still doing that? Shouldn't you go back to your engineering job? Didn't you have a 401k and good benefits? Isn't that more important? It's funny, people will do anything to support us working for someone else, but when we go off the path and start our own thing and start working for ourselves, they put all these obstacles in our way. When you have that frustration, do not unplug, stay plugged in, even if it's uncomfortable. Okay, number 3, get out of your head. I started listening to uplifting music, and then I put on a book. Well, the one I happened to pick today was Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. Now, I have listened to that audiobook about 18 times. Most books I will listen to about 50 times. And the reason I listen to them over and over again, which was really kind of funny today, I had listened to that book so many times, but today, for some reason, in the car, I was hearing things in that book that I had not heard. And you would think if you've listened to a book 17 times before, that you would have heard everything. But I was listening to it, and I realized that I was hearing things I had not heard before. This technique I came up the time I earned my very, very, very first big fluffy pink car. Drive that car for 2 years without paying tax, title, and insurance. And I traded it in and got a new big fluffy pink car. But what I learned in that process was I watched the same video on the treadmill. Yes, this was VHS cassette tapes over and over and over again for 6 months. Yeah, 6 straight months. I watched the same half an hour video. It was all the top earners in the position that I wanted telling their stories. I will tell you, after listening to that video every day on the treadmill for 36 minutes, 5 months in, I was still hearing new things. Reason is because we evolve and we change. Even if we're listening to the same content, we're not the same person hearing the same content, and our brain gets new ideas and makes bigger and better decisions. Finally, if you've had a rough time, go easy on yourself. I had to actually remind myself of my past successes. I actually had to write down my vision statement and remind myself, why am I doing this? And what is my big picture? What is the legacy that I'm leaving? And what are the problems I'm solving? Even though I'm frustrated right now and things are not going my way, I reached out to my mentors. I revisited my vision statement, and I decided to stop and notice 10 things that actually went right today. I would get my focus back onto what was going right, not what is going wrong. I needed to shift my focus, and that's what I did. I have an awesome free self-love guide. Definitely scan this QR code so you can get this free self-love guide. And if you like this video, click like, and otherwise, we'd love for you to follow.